It was a great play call. I felt like we executed. I felt like it was a foul, but the refs called it off. So we can't let it come down to that last play.
Was that something drawn up for you to get that look in the corner, or did it just kind of happen?
Just the play that we run and just multiple options in it.
Like, see a scratch under your chin here. Where are you expecting that kind of physicality out of that?
Definitely watching film. They were really scrappy, playing hard. Like their last game against Memphis, we knew coming in that they were going to bring a high level of intensity.
Like you mentioned, like you can't let it get to that spot. What are some things that you felt like, looking back on it now, just didn't happen? What wasn't there tonight for you guys?
We just didn't put a full 40 together. I feel like the first half we were real flat. They came out and punched us in the mouth, and then that little cushion they had from the first half helped them a lot in the second half.
KG, kind of the same thing. Just halftime was kind of a chance to reset, and then they come out, they push the lead up even more. Just like, what didn't happen there those first 5 minutes of the second half, you feel like?
I think it's all started within the first half. I think we just didn't come out, hungry enough. We already knew from the Memphis game they came off, I think, 1 or 2 losses. They were going to come in hungry, and we just didn't come in. We expected it, but we didn't match the physicality, and it kind of led up to the second half of them coming out strong. So I felt like we matched them in the second half, but they were already up there. We had to go match them, and they raised it again.
Obviously, in conference play, every win is tough to get. But 2 wins in Charlotte, just one you kind of had in front of you. The metrics say that you guys should get. Was that kind of a tough pill to swallow as you look at the rest of the conference schedule?
Definitely. I feel like it's kind of been like a burden on our whole season. We've had a lot of 1 or 2 possession losses, so we can't keep having these same things. And you can't say, well, we're right there. Well, we've been right there a few different times before this. So we have to, at some point, get it together.
Is there, emphasis, Coach Mills, I know talked about the last game. There's multiple times of, closing games and the situation, stuff like that. And as you mentioned, the losses in the past. Is that something that, 2-minute drill and practice, stuff like that? I imagine you guys put a lot of emphasis on that kind of thing.
He definitely puts a lot of emphasis on it, but it really comes down to us in game, just knowing the level of intensity we have to have before it even gets to the last media, and just putting together a good 40.
You mentioned like they were more hungry the first half. For you guys were coming off a devastating loss. You would think that you'd be hungry to get back and kind of prove yourself at home. Just like, I guess from a player perspective, like why weren't you guys more hungry to start the game?
What you meant by that was like, they pride themselves on getting to the ball, playing that like aggressively. So we came in, we wanted to match the energy, but he said we just wanted to approach it being more disciplined while we do it. So I feel like we were being disciplined, but we just weren't being aggressive. But with those guys, they were being aggressive, and then discipline comes second. So I feel like that just kind of hurt us.
Okay, you just kind of where do you guys are? Obviously, you guys are both new to the American Conference, but conference play regardless. To lose 2 with tougher ones on the way. Just how do you move forward after today to kind of get ready for Sunday and lead these 2 back?
You got to move on quick in this league. We got a tough North Texas team. We got to get home, recover, make sure we watch film. But we understand this league. Every game is going to be tough to get, and we are obviously going through that right now.
Mike, when you guys down 13, you get it all the way back on that spinning layup of yours. Just take me through, like, what did it feel like on the court? It seemed like you guys had all the momentum. What did it feel like when you guys were clawing the way back, at the foul line and shots like that?
It felt good. Like, just the fans, they're always there for us. They good. They built us up, but we got to be able to get them going earlier. We were flat first half, so, the crowd doesn't really want to get into the game if you're not giving them energy. So we have to be better in the first half so that it doesn't come down to having the energy build up and try to claw back at the end.
Are there, like, things that you guys can learn from this? Like Mike said, you guys have had, I think, 7 losses now and 6 points or fewer. So, like, every loss, you guys are right there. What can you take away? What can you learn? Or is it more just like, hey, we just got to focus on ourselves and it's more about us? Or are there things that you guys can take away and learn from us?
I'll say like focus on us, but then understanding like every play matters, every possession matters. These 6-7 point losses, like we can all go back and film. We can all go back in the first half and take some plays back to where the lead's not 3-5. Maybe we're up if we take away these 2 plays. So right now we're trying to control like the not worrying about like we are getting these like last minute like losses, but I feel like a lot of these we do these mistakes in, like the first half, second half early, and it kind of exposes us in the second half, which is like discipline. So I feel like if we just focus on the now, it's gonna make sense. Keep stacking, focus on the now, do the right things every play, try to do the right thing every play. It's going to favor us.
It might kind of the same thing. Like, is there much to learn if it's happened this many times, or is it just like more of a matter of like, hey, we just got to buckle down and find a way?
We just got to find a way. It isn't really much that coaches can say or we can go over at practice. At this point, this late in the season, we have to just buckle down and find a way to win.